Behind me is the crash site in East Philadelphia where a medical jet crashed into this ground right here. It took lives of multiple passengers. It was flying to Tijuana, Mexico. It took off from East Philadelphia Airport, and as soon as they took off, the plane wasn't sounding good and they knew they had a problem. The medical jet went down, took lives of multiple passengers, raising some serious questions about aviation safety. Despite advancements in technology and strict regulation in aviation, these disasters still happen. So today I'm here in East Philadelphia to uncover the truth, ask locals some questions, and find out of what news hasn't been able to report. This is not the only plane crash that happened. There is a plane crash that happened 3 days ago in Washington. There is a plane crash in South Korea. There is a plane crash in Alaska. There has been so many plane crashes that raises a question of what is going on. And that is what I'm here to explore and investigate and tell you guys the truth. After talking with many locals, I was able to get first-hand footage. It contains very graphic imagery, so viewer discretion is advised. This is never before seen footage. It is horrifying, very tragic, and made me realize how dangerous and deadly it is to fly.
What is that? That's the cylinders. Some cylinder close. Came over there. I don't say what. But you know what I
Anybody know what happened? I was riding through it and
At first, nobody had any idea what had happened. Was it a terrorist attack? Had a fire begun? It was complete chaos. A scene straight out of an apocalyptic movie. What people witnessed in real life will change this neighborhood forever.
What was it? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Somebody like just huh? Somebody just like oh. Yeah, I think so.
You think I could ask some questions? So I started my investigation by asking questions to the police officers. How is this situation? Are you like able to find the pieces of the plane?
Right now.
Oh, really? I talked with the locals. They say like there's some people missing.
What?
One person is missing?
Yeah.
All right. Guys, we are literally in Philadelphia right now. There is a plane crash that happened literally a week ago. I think 6 people died. It was a medical jet. It was going to Tijuana, Mexico, and it was supposed to refuel in Springfield, Branson National Airport in Missouri. And tragically, aircraft crashed shortly after takeoff from Northeast Philadelphia Airport, resulting in the loss of all 6 individuals on board and 1 person on the ground. Okay, so not only the people died inside the airplane, 1 person died on the ground.
Footage looks crazy.
It does. I mean, imagine like could basically happen anywhere, you know? Like you could be just like walking and there could be plane crashing on you, which is pretty terrifying because there is thousands upon thousands of planes flying 24/7. In this documentary, my goal is to talk with locals and get first-hand inside information about what they experienced during this tragic incident. Okay, I already see a helicopter flying above the incident location. Seems like an operation is going on. Isn't that crazy that not only these plane crashes are happening in the US but also in other countries?
Yes, like recently, just I don't know why it's happening. Recently, it's too much. Like
Yeah,
I never
all
seen.
of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden. That's why we are coming to investigate what's going on today.
Yeah. Okay, we are in Philadelphia now. There is some locals standing here gonna see if we could find any witnesses who actually witnessed the plane crash. Hi. There was a plane crash last week.
I wasn't here.
You were not here? You didn't see it?
I only saw the internet.
Really? Well, where is the exact address? Is that there? You didn't see the plane crash?
I wasn't there when it happened.
Did your friend see it?
No, I don't think so. I wasn't here.
Do you know where it happened?
Happened down there.
It's right there. Oh, is that mall is where the plane crashed? Oh wait, there's like a lot of police over there. So it seems like this is the exact location where the plane crashed. There's like 6 police cars over here. The cause of the crash is still being unidentified, so there hasn't been any reports or anything about the crash. It's kind of fishy that the cause hasn't been reported, but that's what we're here to find. Okay, as you guys can see the barricades and the police car over there. So that is the exact literal location where the crash happened.
My home, yeah, I can see the right boom.
It was like,
Yeah, very big. It's right. The window is red.
Bro, what's up? Excuse me.
Getting fire too.
Yeah, the guy hit the building.
Yeah, everything on fire.
Yeah, it hit the building. Fuck. But what was this?
This is the house. Oh, shit.
esa casa ahí.
really?
Yeah, very big boom.
You heard the sound?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, you didn't hear anything. Okay. It was right here?
Yeah, here. The window is I can see the fire. Yeah, fire. Yeah, my home is there.
Right there. So you were so did you see it outside from the window?
Yeah, just this.
And then what did you think?
工厂爆炸.
Were you like scared?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what
Yeah,
happened?
I'm scared. I see many people is come here. I don't know what happened in here. Yeah.
Hey, did you see the plane crash happening?
No,
No?
no. I walked down here like a couple days after, and all I could get to was, and I walked down to St. Vincent. St. Vincent was open to pedestrians, but all those little side streets were closed
Yeah.
that go north south.
Yeah.
So no hope of going up there to see anything.
Do you like live close by?
No, I'm just taking a walk. I live near Castor and Glendale.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you saw the news,
Yeah, I saw the news about it. Yeah.
and then what was your like reaction?
Well, I was passing Macy's in my car coming from downtown. The friend of mine was more shaken up than I was because I know that the probability of something like that is pretty remote. Trump is in charge of the FAA where he laid off 4,000, some ridiculous number of people, including air traffic controllers. They had done that like weeks prior. So that one in D.C., I don't know if it would affect this one so much. This was something different. But the
Yeah.
D.C. one, the news on that was they had separate frequencies for helicopter and for the planes. And one guy, I can picture one guy with 2 phones. He's handling both. It's supposed to be 2 jobs. He was keeping track of both the helicopter and trying to communicate with them.
Do you think is that the reason? Or-
Not for this one, but for the D.C., yeah. I think that's part of the reason. Certainly not DEI.
Yeah.
Everything's DEI. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm more worried. This is trivial compared to what's going on now in Washington, like with the Musk hackers. Some of them are like Nazis. A guy tweets they had been erased, but there's something called wayback.org or something that archives the web. So they saw his old tweets about white supremacism, and he's for eugenics and all. And he said he's proud to be a racist, and now it's cool. So that guy had to resign. But he was one of the guys in there going over the Treasury computers likely with right privileges. They claimed they had read-only, but I think they did their they did their hacking before the quarter. It came out last night about how the Treasury will not, it was a consent order. The Treasury will allow read-only from here on out. But, they did their damage already.
Yeah. Is there a protest happening in front of the White House and the Capitol, right?
Yeah, that was,
In Washington?
yeah, I went to the one in front of City Hall. That was...
You also went to protest?
the City Hall, that had a pretty good turnout. We walked to the, now I can't remember, a few days ago,
Got
we
it.
walked to the Customs House. Their march route where the cops had blocked off, cross traffic was from 20th and Market, McCormick's address. I got there late. I joined them at City Hall. They walked to 2nd and Chestnut where Fetterman's office is.
Got it.
So, and then there were others that were going to stay there from 3:30 on.
Yeah.
Have a separate demonstration. No, I had a sign. My sign that I lettered said, bandit billionaire Elon Musk
Yeah.
hacks into Treasury Department. and the last line is don't let them. Basically, the hole in the ground is the sidewalk.
Oh, it's just
In
a
front of
sidewalk.
the-
Okay.
In front of Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. It's on this side of the street, but it blew out the window.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah,
The
Vans.
Dunkin'
You
Donuts.
see those houses? They
Yeah,
caught
yeah, yeah.
fire.
Oh.
And Vans.
So wait, did the plane crash on this house?
No, pieces of airplane were flying.
Oh, the
So you
pieces
could
of.
sneak in here. See, they're doing the construction.
So the pieces of plane damaged the house.
Yeah, and some of that is plane damage from burning plane parts, and some of that's what the firemen did to the roof. Now, Vans see, this is not Vans. Vans is down there.
Yeah.
And it blew his windows out and blew the door off the plane.
Oh no. That is one of the houses that got damaged because there were like a lot of parts of the plane that were flying, and apparently there was fire on that house, right?
You guys would be interested in fires, actually, since you had your own problem.
In LA? Yeah. There is
your
fire.
house still standing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Because the people that were in Dunkin' Donuts when they came out, they saw body parts in the parking lot.
Oh, and there is also like one person who died, right? From the plane crash.
Oh no, 6. There were,
So 6 were inside the plane,
Yeah,
and
there
there
were
was
2
one person on
yeah,
the
I
ground.
think there was a pilot and a co-pilot, Mexican crew, Mexican medical personnel, 2 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like rescue folks or physicians. And the woman and her daughter, I think it was, the daughter was going for medical treatment at the Shriners Hospital, Temple Shriners Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
They were returning to Mexico after the treatment.
Yeah.
They didn't disclose what the problem was with the daughter because of medical privacy.
Yeah.
Of course, that's all going out the window now
Yeah.
with Musk and
They haven't also.
Medicaid and Social Security, where they just download all the
Data.
people's Social Security numbers and medical records.
Yeah.
As far as I know, they've done that already.
Yeah.
So that's a coup. We're gonna have a
They haven't
tech
also.
dictatorship.
They haven't also disclosed why that plane got crashed, right?
No, they're still studying that. They found a voice recorder only. They didn't have a diagnostic black box that records all the functions of the plane. All they found.
Wait, so
the
they-
plane didn't have that.
Black
the
box?
Mexican plane.
It didn't have a black box.
Didn't have that type of box. It just had like the voice recorder thing. They found that. They found that in the hole actually. I thought the cockpit window and the nose were intact. I saw that, but I don't know what made that hole. It could have been an engine.
Yeah.
Like it was flying.
Yeah.
If it was tilted, it could have been an engine. Made that hole. They said the hole was 8 foot deep. And it looked like it was
8
about
foot.
5 or 6 feet wide. So that's what they're repairing today to get that hole outside.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what I think they're doing. This is a sign I couldn't believe we're still standing because it was like next to the hole. You know, even though they had the burning plane, see the hole? You see the cardboard? Not cardboard, plywood.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
see
yeah.
the cone? So that's the hole. And you know, they found the voice recorder after the white stuff in the hole.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
So I assumed that was firefighting foam, all
Yeah.
that white in the hole.
Yeah.
And they had to vacuum that out.
So they already took the wreckage of the plane.
Oh yeah, that's all gone. I don't think there's any more parts. They're still asking pedestrians, like if even the tiniest piece of what looks like plane, to call National Transportation Safety Board or the police.
Got it. All
and
right.
Turn it in.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go there and take some
Yeah, okay.
videos.
There definitely is involved politics from many angles, but my goal in this documentary is to document what people want to say instead of trying to persuade you to believe one thing or the other. That is up to you to decide.
This is the Dunkin' Donuts, and the plane literally crashed right there. That's where we're gonna go. The plane parts were flying around, so that house right there is also burned.
Right around the corner.
Oh, really?
The street from right there.
Got it. Did you like saw the plane?
Yeah, I was in my backyard when it happened. All you see is it coming down, and then all you seen was explosion. I was afraid that someone was coming through my backyard because my back was turned, but I heard it, and you could hear it. When you turned around, it was just a ball of fire. It was scary because all 3 of my dogs are out back. I grabbed them and ran into the house, and then I ran from the front of the house to the back to the right here. And as soon as I heard a car explode, I ran with my neighbor because there was pieces flying everywhere and stuff. And my best friend lived right there,
Okay.
and apparently there was a head on her step, her grandmother's step.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah, they're fine, but it was scary. My friend called me crying, and I was like, what's going on? I knew something happened. I didn't know what it was until I checked my one app that tells me what's going on around the neighborhood, the Citizens app.
Yeah.
And I found out it was a plane crash, and I ran right to my friend's house, and it was the most scariest thing ever.
I was sitting there. All the way in the front of the box. Get in the car. Someone got hurt? Okay.
Oh, it's blood, it's blood.
No, I see blood all over the place.
This neighborhood's not gonna be the same no more. Like, it's scary to go past the airports now. You gotta worry about planes falling out the sky and everything.
Yeah.
So like, it's definitely scary for what's going on.
What are people talking about? How is the neighborhood feeling right now?
Oh, they're definitely feeling pretty messed up. Friday night it happened, and me and my neighbor were coming home from McDonald's.
Yeah.
And my best friend was at Cane's, and we were all coming past, and it just happened, and I was home. Thank God I got home in time, or I'd have been in crossfiring.
Yeah.
If it happened.
So the plane crashed right there?
No, the
Or-
plane crashed right there, but I was to walk down this way to turn down on my block.
Wait, where's like the hole that?
Yeah, there's a hole there, and
Is that right there?
yeah, where all the things are down there.
The orange.
Yeah.
So what about that house? That house also got
Yeah,
burned
that-
because of the.
One of the pieces of the plane flew off and hit it, and it was on fire when it hit, so it caught that whole building on fire. Plus, when the ball of flames happened, it was so big that it came over that way. It was crazy. I can't imagine it happening again.
Yeah.
And there's been 7 plane crashes since that plane. There was 3 or 4 that week, so like
In Washington D.C.
DC, Arizona, California, and then here, and then another California plane crashed on Saturday that next night. So like it's got out of hand. People, they need to start hiring better licensed airplane pilots. They're hiring idiots with these planes, and they don't know how to fly.
Why do you think is it happening?
Main reason I think it's happening is because of the air quality up in the sky. You never know. And that plane that crashed here had a little girl in it that was coming from a hospital that one of my family members were at a couple months ago, and it's scary seeing medevac planes crashing. And the pilot apparently knew that the plane wasn't running right.
Really?
And all the neighbors by Northeast Airport that are across the street from there all said that plane was not sounding right.
So they knew that there's some problem.
Of course they knew, because there was neighbors saying to the officers that were knocking on the doors down there, were saying that they heard the plane and it didn't sound right when it was taken off. When the pilot got right around here, he said, we're going down. And he also said, you're fucking with the wrong person on the recording. But we don't know what was exactly said because we don't have the black box.
Yeah.
They couldn't get anything off the black box because it was destroyed apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they found the black box all the way down and 8 feet deep. They found 2 motors with it. Like, it definitely was scary for sure.
Yeah. It must be like terrifying for the neighborhood to experience
And
stuff.
plus, they're finding body parts on people's houses. That's the craziest part. And like, it's the scariest thing ever. So it's definitely scary seeing that all the time happening. Most of the time we don't hear about it, but now we're really hearing about it because that plane crashed here, plane crashed in DC.
And it's like you're really going through it.
Going through
Yeah.
it. And then when you actually hear about the plane crashing in DC, apparently there was 2 planes in the sky, and that helicopter that crashed, apparently the helicopter was looking at the one plane and not looking at the other one, and he was going full direct. So I don't think that plane crash was on purpose. I think that was by accident, because there was only a couple of people working in the tower that day. Maybe 2 or 3 people working in the towers. It definitely was a mistake, you can tell. Like, you can see where it hit. Pieces of the plane hit.
So it's not just like one place, it really is like pieces are flying around the neighborhood.
And my friend was working at the diner down the street, the one where a piece flew through the car. Crazy, because my friend was working there and she was waiting on some people when the piece flew through.
Is this also the
this
place
is all
where
from-
all the debris?
And all that is from there too.
Do people live in that house?
In this house?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
Are they all okay?
I actually don't know.
Every local we spoke to seemed deeply terrified and heartbroken by the incident. I hope they feel less burdened after talking to us about their experiences.
And that night I left my house because I went to one of my family members' houses. But my mom and my family were all at home.
Yeah.
We were all of us were home. So it was definitely scary.
Yeah.
Seeing that and then witnessing it. And my one neighbor that I do lawn cutting for, because I own a lawn cutting business,
Yeah.
has a Ring camera video of it happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got the when it came down. But he's down here on this corner, so when it came down, you barely could see it. And it was definitely scary seeing that happening.
Yeah.
I was like 5 blocks away when it happened.
Oh, you were there too?
I was getting some takeout from a restaurant on the Cass Avenue called Olympia House, and I was in the truck with somebody, and we saw the sky light up orange, and then we saw the fireball. And
So you saw it yourself?
yes,
Oh my God.
if I would went to Cane's that night to get something to eat instead of the Olympia House, we probably would have been right in the middle of it. Very surreal. This is like the first time I really got a chance to really take a look at all the damage.
That was me today too. This is the first time I was seeing it open.
It's very devastating. I'm still shook, and every little sound I hear, like a drop or a bang, makes me jump.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the explosion, I didn't feel it, but I saw the fireball. It just felt like hell just came out of the ground that day. And the conversation that me and the person I was with was having was that it was ironic is that, I don't want to get political or anything, but our president is not a good person, and he's not doing good things for this country. And I was telling him, we need to just be very thankful for what we've got and not let like little crap bother us and all. And then as soon as we got done having that conversation, that's when it happened.
Yeah.
It was like a sign from God saying, you gotta listen.
Okay.
So people gotta stop the bull.
Yeah.
You gotta start coming together. We need to start coming together, stop hating on each other, and come together as a nation, because the mark of the beast is here.
Yeah.
I hate to say that,
Yeah.
but people have been saying it's coming and it's here. I mean, I can't believe the devastation. Alice is like a little hole up in that person's window. I mean, that blown out. And then I'm hearing people are still missing. The news ain't gonna tell you everything, but I think more than 7 people died.
7 people? Really?
Apparently 1 person and the 6 people that were on the plane. My friend found a head on her step. There was a body on a roof. Carcasses all over the street. There was more than 7 dead, of course. They're saying there was 19 or 22 people injured.
There's people still missing too, I heard. Because
The boy's dad is still missing.
How many people are missing right now? And why news is not reporting all
Probably
this?
a little bit more than, there was a lot, because the bodies that were in the cars, they couldn't get out of the cars no matter what. You're an explosion.
And jet fuel burns very hot.
Yeah.
And if it was 600 feet to the right, it would have been that gas station. And jet fuel and diesel and gasoline do not mix together.
Yeah.
That would be a nuclear bomb no matter what.
I can't believe how everything blew this way.
To the right or to the left, it would have been my house.
Yeah.
And that's the scariest part. And I have a niece that's on medical stuff. And seeing that little girl that passed away in that plane crash just destroys me, because that could have been my niece on that plane going back to the hospital.
Yeah.
You never know.
So I guess it was it all exploded, so there'll probably be no bodies or anything remaining.
Like a missile.
He hit
Yeah.
the ground at 280 something miles per hour. And them jets usually run around 480 cruising.
And he wasn't even at the desired height. He only been in the sky for 30 seconds. This was so bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I was only 5 blocks away when this happened, and oh my God. If I had one at Cane's that night, we would have been, God knows what would have happened.
You probably couldn't sleep that night.
No.
I
I was very upset. I haven't been able to sleep all week.
Mm.
I came around here on Monday to take care of some bills and stuff, pay in person, and I just felt so uneasy, so anxious, and my anxiety was up there. It's not something you see every day.
Yeah.
It's very sad. I feel really bad. I feel bad for the 9-year-old that was walking through the fire. I thought that was a guy on the video. I didn't know that was a kid.
Mm.
I saw an interview of the guy last night on Channel 3 News on YouTube. They were interviewing him that actually saved him. They actually took his jacket off and smothered the fire and rode in the back of the police car with him to St. Christopher's Hospital before he was transferred over to Boston. I don't know. And his dad's dead too. I mean,
Yeah.
His dad burned up in his car. His companion that was with him, not the boy's mother, but his girlfriend, she's suffering with 70% of burns on her body and induced coma, I heard on the news. It's just a sad situation all the way around.
Are these people gonna get insured or covered by the...
I live around here, but
Mm-hmm.
I live further away,
Yeah.
where it wouldn't impact it. They wouldn't impact me, thank God. But I would hope that these people would, the mayor said they had a town meeting the other day over at Sals Cone, which was my elementary school when I was a kid, that they're going to have some resources for them to, I guess, help them out. But I don't know if it's like, you know, where it's going to be like low interest loans or what. I mean, somebody has to pay for all this.
Yeah.
Because, you know, California just got hit hard.
Yeah.
And this feels like a taste of
Yeah.
California. I feel for these people, I really do.
Yeah.
I know somebody who lives on one of the streets over that way. Place that I went to that night to get my food, one of the waitresses, block was affected, and she left because she thought maybe her house was on fire. It was bad. It was really bad. And then some of the videos I saw online are really graphic. Like, you could see pieces of body parts, and it's horrible. I hope we never have to go through this ever again.
Hopefully, yeah.
And then every couple of days, it's like on the news, something about another plane. And then yesterday in Philadelphia, in Delaware County, there was a separate train that just caught on fire. It's so unreal. It's not good, man. Like I said,
Why do you think this is all happening?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not really into politics, and, you know, I didn't vote for either one of the people that are running for president, but if it has to do with all these executive orders that Donald Trump is signing, you know, they're being shorthanded, like the people that need to really help, you know, make these decisions on pilots and the passenger safety. I think he needs to quit. Like, you know, this country is so much in debt as it is, it's not going to help. If anything, it's going to endanger people's lives. I don't know, man. You just got to be thankful for what you've got and stop worrying about what you don't have, because you never know when your day is going to come, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, that was a pretty good taste of it. I think people need to, like, you know, wise up, stop the bullshit, stop taking things for granted. We need to unite instead of being this diversity. It's just really bad. It's not the way my mom raised me.
Well, I hope that things get better and the people who are injured, hopefully they get supported by the government.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the little kid, man. He burned like 90% of his body. Like,
that kid was on the ground, right?
He was actually the one that was walking out of the fire. I thought it was an adult, but it wasn't. It was a 9-year-old kid. It was the kid's father who passed away, the 7th victim.
Oh.
But I think there's more victims than that. They're just not telling, or maybe they got burnt beyond recognition.
Do you think they're hiding
I don't
some
know if they're
information?
hiding.
They're like just not very like
I don't know.
sharing the truth.
Maybe the fire burned so hot that it cremated them. Who knows? I don't know. No one's ever gonna know.
How many people do you think might be missing in the town?
Well, there was 2 on the news that they say were missing, but they were found. Yeah, they're found. They're fine. I went over to the memorial, check that out. They were saying that there's at least 7, maybe more people missing still.
7 more people?
Yeah, but they're not. The news ain't saying anything. You know, they're not gonna tell you everything.
Yeah.
You just gotta, like, you know, hope and pray that, like, people are okay, and maybe they're in the hospital and they didn't have ID on them, and they couldn't get in touch with their loved ones or their next of kin. You know, you don't know. I mean,
did they put the wood on it, or is it still open?
I think, as far as I know, I think it's still open. That's why there's 2 cops there. I guess they don't want nobody
go like fall in. Yeah.
Because they had to dig it down 8 feet to find. So that's where they recovered the black box.
Okay.
You know, for the plane. So, you know, it's just scary, man. It's really scary. You know, it's just a big wake up call.
Yeah.
You know, you see this crap on the movies.
Yeah.
And on TV. You never
it's like apocalypse.
I wouldn't be surprised over summertime when people are out here, because I know they probably weren't able to pick every little piece up.
Yeah.
Someone might find a bone or something.
Yeah.
I mean, just between you and I.
Yeah.
Well, I hope not, because I know I'd be going nuts.
Yeah.
You don't see this every day.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Good night. Okay, so we just found out that news might be underreporting. There is not only the plane that crashed, but also there's more than 20 people that got injured. Few people are missing, and the whole neighborhood is in complete trauma, basically PTSD of things like coming down from the sky, because when plane hit the ground there is a huge explosion that happened, but on the side there were parts of the plane that were flying around, putting houses on fire and got a lot of people injured, which is horrifying. And most of the people that we talked to are just traumatized from what just happened.
They look terrified.
They look extremely terrified. Okay, so now we're gonna walk inside this location. Okay, so they have covered the hole. You can't really see anything, but this is the exact spot where plane crashed. This is a big hole.
Yeah, really.
As surprising as it looks, yes, this is the exact place where the plane went down, digging 8 feet deep. Then we ran into someone who had witnessed the entire incident firsthand and had also taken some video that you already saw earlier in this documentary.
It happened last Friday, right?
Yeah, last Friday. That's about this time around 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were where were you?
I was just in the back, right by the auto zone, right in the back there.
Oh, like you were super close.
Yeah, I was right there sitting in my car when it happened.
And like,
I mean, it was I was sitting on the phone in my car and I just saw this huge fireball, you know, it just got lighted and then with the sound, boom. So, and then I got on from my car and then we started to walk along this side. And nobody actually knew what happened. Some people said it was a gas line. Some people said it was transformer, you know. Everyone had their own stuff to say. So when I got closer, there was a guy who said, oh, it's a helicopter. But no one could get close to the site because of the flame, the fire, you know, the smoke.
it was all burning.
Yeah, it was just burning. You couldn't get close to see the actual thing that was happening there. So I was there and I came close. I took some first-hand pictures.
Really?
Videos, yes. I have them in my phone. They are very graphic.
Yeah.
So I really didn't share them
Yeah.
with, you know, anybody.
So when you were-
Since it happened, I just got back, you know, so I decided I would come see the site. That's how I just drove back here.
So when you were walking, you also saw this house burning? That one?
Yes, not only that one, couple of them. That one was burning, you know, there was debris all the way there. You know, glasses were shattered all over the place. Yeah, I saw that.
So you could also like feel the vibration of the...
I felt it. I actually felt it. So you can see some of the pictures. These are very graphic pictures.
my God.
As I was walking down the street coming to take a look towards this end,
Yeah.
I was making these videos on my phone.
Oh my.
That was even before the police started coming. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How were you like feeling? What's like going on?
I was terrified. Because the thing is, I had my 3 kids in the school.
Are they
in
all
the
okay?
mosque. Yeah, they are okay. I mean, they also heard the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't let them to get close to the site.
Yeah.
So we didn't know where it was. The guy was saying it's a helicopter. You know. He said, oh, him on flesh,
Yeah.
him on boom. We're all over the place. So it was crazy.
Yeah. A crazy event. What was like going through your mind?
I mean, we just didn't know where it was. Everyone had different accounts. Some people said maybe it was terrorist attacks. You know, different kind of stuff. So, see,
Oh.
I was on a car. There's a lady who was parked there. Her entire car was like flesh and blood.
There was also like there was also like a guy who was...
See that?
Yeah.
So that was one of the pilots. You could only identify him from, you know, his outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was.
Do you know how many people like on the ground that died?
No, I can't account for that. There are still missing people, so I can't.
How many people do you think there are missing?
Well, I saw on the news there's a lady missing. And that's a traffic area.
Yeah.
And these areas are all kind of tight
Yeah.
during the evening hours. Cars were moving when it fell on them. So most of the cars that was even parked got burned.
Also, a lot of cars also got
Yes.
burned.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then the parts of the plane were also like coming down.
Yeah,
from
the
different
debris.
places.
I mean, it flew as far as where I was sitting at the auto zone in the back. Because there's a mosque right there where my kids go to school in the evening.
Yeah.
Like as I speak right now, I ain't there.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it was. It was horrifying. So I just thought to walk here to see the site. Yeah, because since it happened last week, Friday, I didn't have the time to come.
Yeah.
And then since I'm here at the same time, let me come and see,
Yeah.
you know, the level of impact, you know.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, I see the cover of the hole. This is where the recorder was found,
Yeah.
8 feet down, because I saw that in the news. Yeah, they were able to cover it nicely.
So they filled everything.
No,
Not filled.
no.
Oh, it's just covered
It's
right now.
just covered, yeah. I mean, the investigation is going to take another, according to that, another 1 month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet you. Thank you
You
so
too,
much.
man.
Stay safe, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
It could have been me.
Yeah, it
Because
could-
usually what happens is that when the kids get into school,
Yeah.
I usually come to the mall. You know, I park my car and walk around.
Wait, so your kids were in the mall?
Yeah, I mean, not in the mall, in the mosques.
Okay.
They do Arabic studies during the evening
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, so they are there right now, 5 to 6, 5 to 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So usually I will actually wait. I will wait for them and walk around here. It could have been anybody because I was sitting in the car. The reason why maybe I was protected, maybe where I was sitting, the building, because I was sitting in the back of the building.
Yeah.
In my car, and then boom. So the debris went all the way there. The building helped to block, you know, that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I sympathize with the family, you know, and all those that got injured.
Well, thank you so much for talking. I appreciate you.
You're most welcome. But the police, you know, they came on time, but the damage has already been done.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
Yeah, they can't do anything. Firefighters, first responder, they all came on time, but
Yeah.
So,
Were you here when that happened?
Not exactly here, but I live close, so I coming here to see.
No,
I
no,
see
he
that
ran living
all
here
fire
5 minutes.
here, parts, you know, parts was everywhere.
So big.
Yeah.
So you guys were like able to just come here and witness all the
Okay.
incident that happened.
Everybody who came quickly, so yes, because later was
My
policeman
son,
was-
he had one video of the somebody is walking with the aeroplane is crashed, right? And the gas is going. The guy is looking like walking. You don't see that video?
Yeah, I see the video.
Oh my
You
god.
you had that video?
He had a video.
No, I don't got it. My friend has
Oh, your
The
friend has it.
had a video, but it's very
Very graphic.
Yeah, you know, and the guy is not coming aeroplane. The
Yeah.
guy is walking, right?
Yeah.
The gas is
The kid that was walking on the ground.
yeah. I don't want to see that video again. My son, he showed me the video. It's feeling like, oh,
making
oh, you had the video.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
this-
Y en el teléfono.
this piece.
Que no tengo el
This
borraje.
is-
No es
Yeah.
un
Is that
video.
plane?
Yeah,
No
that's
puedes
a
enseñar ahí.
parts
Que no
from
es un
plane.
video, todo
Yeah.
está ahí.
Is making this whole.
Oh, o sea que es una historia. O sea, como tú pones,
Yeah.
o sea, como tú pones tus videos en tu página.
That's the.
en tu historia.
that's the
Oye, pensé que
part.
tú lo habías bajado.
Is that a-
No puedo
That's
bajar.
the
Excel.
wheels.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Yeah.
A mí, yo puedo, pero no lo bajé.
The high.
So you took these videos.
Yeah,
Oh, the house was on
the
fire.
house is on the bed. You don't see from here.
Yeah.
So later, police push and firemen to push back the old people who was right here.
You know, so many people in this place with this coming back to your job, he no live, stay in a house.
Yeah, you cannot live in the house anymore.
Yeah, explain
Yeah.
explicarles a ellos que están quemando videos. Explain que sí.
7 houses for.
Yeah, verdad. Yes. Yeah.
7 houses
My
burnt?
son, he can explain more about the people's work every day, right? With the people's coming here,
just like an
the
address.
lot of police.
For people, for shelter, can go back in their houses, right?
Yeah.
After talking with these people, we went to see the damage in the town. Many cars, houses, and streets were damaged by the plane debris that fell from the sky.
Look at this, guys. The parts were flying around and a lot of cars also got damaged from that. That was the documentary, a tragic incident that took place, took lives of 7 people and more. 20 people got injured, so many are still missing. And it's not just the plane crash that happened in eastern Philadelphia, but also happened in Washington. There's so many plane crashes that is happening across America. I don't even know who is it to blame, but we can all surely say that it's time to unite, come together, find the right solutions. It's a horrifying incident. Like, it could happen to anyone literally, because we have so many planes in the skies every hour, every minute of the day. I personally fly so much. I at least fly 2 to 3 times a week. I'm horrified by the amount of incidents that has been happening. I hope that we have more aviation regulation, rules and regulation that needs to be placed, and the right people needs to get the job. Hopefully things get better. I hope that I don't have to ever make these type of documentaries again. Good morning. I flew from LA to Tennessee, then Tennessee to New York, then went to Philadelphia. Now I'm heading from New York to LA, and it's horrifying, it's terrifying after seeing what I saw. I don't even know how to describe that. Anything, anytime, anything could happen.
I can't emphasize enough of how much more we need to put into FAA regulation and its strict regulations to prevent of what has been happening so many times. I kind of want to just go far away from the cities and live in the mountains and never like get on a plane again, because it's literally one of the most safest ways to travel, but also realizing how dangerous it could be makes me not even want to live in the cities or like actually travel on an airplane.
After making this documentary, I was definitely very scared to fly, but I also had no choice but to fly. I almost threw up just thinking about the tragic incident that took place. I pray to God for the families and their loved ones, hoping they find peace in their lives.